So we have this 2015 Forester, and the headlights are pretty foggy and just nasty. You can't really see anything out of them at night. So I went from that to this. I mean, they look brand spanking new. I was honestly thinking to just buy new headlights, but this saved me a lot of money and time. So here's a comparison between the two, but they look night and day difference. And the only thing I use really is, well, you don't really need this kit, but I had it laying around, so I was like, let me just go ahead and use it. But it's by Turtle Wax Headlamp Lens Restore Kit. It comes in with these pads here. It's got a little sponge in them, step 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, you don't really need it. You could probably get away with 1,000 grit sandpaper, but it comes in with that, this lens clearing compound that I do not use again, and then the only thing I use right now that I'm using out of that is just this spray lubricant and the sandpapers over here. And then I picked up this mini buffing kit from Harbor Freight. I don't know, like $10 or something. What I use out of that is this pads here, and then that pad's called the white closed cell pad. So it's just a buffing pad in there. You can get away with any buffing pad you had to. Again, I know I've used the wool pad out of my bigger polishing pads, so, and the bigger machine. I've used that too, and it comes out just as good. But I mean, look at the difference. So I'm gonna go step by step here. Again, you do not need that kit. You can just get away with soapy water and probably 1,000 grit sandpaper. So, but I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of show you guys how it went from this to that. I mean, look at the difference. Honestly, it's night and day difference. I can at least see out of that now driving at night. I mean, they were really bad. But let's just go ahead and jump into it. All right, so the first thing that I'm gonna need to do is spray it really good. All right, and then I'm gonna make these kind of wet as well. And I just go step by step. Step 1 here, this has gotta be like an 800 grit, but it just takes off that nastiness that's on the lens. You can kind of see, you'll see here, the color of that water or that lubricant changing to kind of a beige color, and it's taking off all that really dirt and grime in there. And that first coat off of these lens. And you see I'm not going in like circular motions or anything because I really don't want to scratch them. Just kind of going side to side here. Alright, so that should be good enough for that step 1. I'm going to go ahead and do the step 2. Alright, so we're done with step 2. I'm going to go to step 3 and 4, but before I do that, I'm going to spray a little more of this stuff on there. Just, again, this is literally just like soapy water. And you got the step 3 on here. So the reason they have them in steps is just grit on that sandpaper goes just finer and finer each time, each step. and it gets rid of, if you leave, for example, if you leave any scratches with step 1, step 2 or 3 and 4 will take care of them and get rid of them. See, when I'm getting close to the paint, right in this area, I'm putting one of my fingers right under here and then making that bind between the paint or the surface that's painted, like the bumper or this fender here. I'm making sure that my finger is kind of writing it, not letting the sandpaper touch it. I mean, even if it touches it, it's not going to be a big deal. It'll go away with like polish or something, but I would rather not do that. So alright, now the final step. This has got to be like 1,000 grit, and again, you can just literally start with this. Alright, that should be good enough. Okay, now I'm just gonna wipe all that off, dry it out. You can kind of already see the difference, but once this dries, I mean, with it being sanded, it took off all the coat, all the clay coat on the lens, so it'll go back to kind of being foggy. But then comes this stuff. This is really good stuff. I like using this. I use this on the painted surface as well. So like gets rid of those tiny scratches, swirls and stuff like that. So you don't need much. Just need about that much. I'm just gonna go and dab all around before I use it. This way, make sure that the product doesn't go flying around when I start to drill. Alright, and then I'm gonna put a little bit of pressure on the drill, just kind of really work that in, up and down, side to side. Alright, now I'm gonna go all in. Alright, and just wipe that down with a microfiber towel. And just look at that difference. It's crazy how much difference that makes. Well, that's it. That's about it. Nine-day difference. I can at least see at night now. All right.